Let us see how to handle a structural hazard. Okay. You know that in a structural hazard, more than one segment requires same resource. Okay. So the problem is, if you do have only one resource, then that will be a problem, right? If the resource is a single entity, that will be a problem. In the previous case, what we have seen, S2 and S4 using the same printer. Okay. Since the printer is a single entity, we are facing a problem. What you can do is, you can accommodate the system with as many printers as possible to support every segment's request. So, problem solved. Rather than using only one entity, have as many entities as possible, as many resources as possible to satisfy every segment parallelly. So one segment will service S2, and one more printer is going to service S4 parallel. Okay. Here, I will tell you one problem which is quite obvious for every pipeline designer. Let us stay focused. If you can remember, let us name this all the segments again. This is fetch segment, right? Instruction will be fetched. Fetch I. This is decode and calculate effective address. And the third one is fetch the operand. Fetch operand. Final one is execution and write back. Now you can clearly see that there is a memory. There is a memory. Okay. Memory is a single entity. And now if you can clearly see, fetch the instruction segment and fetch the operand segment requires memory at the same time. That is, once after the pipeline is in full stretch, full pace, obviously, as one instruction is being fetched, one more instruction will also be parallelly fetched from the memory. But memory is a single entity. Okay. Memory has only one read pin and one write pin. Okay. So here in this, I do have two segments which requires to access this read pin at the same time. Fetch the instruction wants to read instruction. Fetch the operand also want to access the same read pin at the very moment because it requires operand to be read. Okay, here, if it is a printer, of course, we have divided the printers into many, but main memory is a single unit. Okay, for main memory, I do have only one option, that is, I need to have a single memory block. So how it is possible? How can I separate my memory? It is very simple if you can understand. You know that there are two parts in memory. One is instruction part, one more is data part. Obviously, segment 1, fetch the instruction, requires the data to be fetched from instruction memory. Obviously, fetch the operand segment requires the data to be fetched from data memory. Instructions will be fetched from the instruction memory, data will be fetched from the data memory. So here, being a pipeline designer, what you can do is, you can embed separate read and write pins for instruction memory and data memory. Okay, you know that main memory is physically divided into two parts. One is instruction part, one more is data part. Obviously, it is quite evident that from the previous discussions that main memory is divided into two parts. Right from the very initial class, we've been talking about the main memory and the division of the memory into two parts. Anyhow, it is divided into two parts. But now what you do is, being a pipeline designer, rather than using a single read and write pins, you use a separate read and write pins for both instruction memory and the data memory, and connect the first read pin to fetch the instruction stream, fetch the instruction segment. Second read pin to, what do we call, fetch the operand segment. So obviously, these two can work in parallel. I don't need to use two memory units. What I can do is I can use separate read and write pins for both instruction memory and data memory so that structural hazards can be completely eliminated. Use as many resources as possible if these are physical resources. If it is main memory, of course, main memory has to support both instruction fetch segment, operand fetch segment. Anyhow, main memory is physically divided into two parts, instruction part and data part. Now, rather than using one read and write pins, use separate read and write pins. So, fetch the instruction segment is going to use the read pin of the instruction segment. Fetch the operand segment is going to use the read pin of the data segment. Okay, data memory. So this is how you can handle structural hazards.